No lines there.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to this alliance360 Club training. I'm Luke Boudreau, founder of the Artisans of Peace and the head of the Ministry of the Art of Living, and one of the initiators of alliance360 Club, along with my two friends, Tony Macchioli and Mark Poirier. Tony Macchioli is the person in charge, the main person responsible for this beautiful platform of this social network that allows us to spread the word for peace workers. Obviously, as the founder, I take the credit.
Oh, I'm really proud of it.
Tony brings us, I have to tell you something. Today is dedicated to Guillaume Conakry and my friend Amara Kamara. Connection issues today, unfortunately, but Amara, you'll get to share the video with your friends. So, it's destined for Guinea Conakry. But I must tell you that before starting something like this, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of money. There is always someone who helps you achieve your dreams in life. There are many on the platform today, but with Tony, I look at Tony every morning. My name is Tony. It's impossible to do it.
It wasn't burning as big as about 10 others, so...
I was just wondering if he had ever said no. So there are always people who help you achieve your dreams. And filming is like that. And Mark Poirier, the other guy on the Zoom, the one behind the forest or behind that guy's wrist, I've known him for 30 years. He showed me, and he's the only one who put money in my pocket. Honestly, I'm telling you, he's the only one who showed me how to do it. It has always worked well with me and Mark. Mark is a solutions integrator, but above all, he's a very seasoned businessman. We don't talk about it much. He's an excellent container trader. He's an excellent negotiator, especially on the legal aspects. He's very, 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 very strong. He helps me a lot. I think I could consider him more than a friend. Also, above all, maybe it's been 25 years of friendship or 30 years, I don't quite remember. So thank you, Mark, for always being there with me.
Yes, a good 30 years, Leclerc.
I didn't mean to say 30 years, but I think it's been a long time. But I'll say 25 for sure.
This is excellent.
So with tax, maybe 30 years, but just to say that our team is very close and we're not heading in a direction. What's the direction? Tony mentioned it earlier.
Why would I bother replacing myself?
Alliance360 helps companies thrive. It helps to propel people. But it also allows us to materialize our dreams somehow. Because I demand a lot of things, it's very demanding of my requests. So if you're less demanding than me, you'll be very, very, very well served by the alliance360 Club. You return to the peacemakers. It's what unites us all. Peace. Peace is something, when I look at Rene, I see the gentle ones.
I'm looking at Mr. Edward Martin, who is here today.
He is Congolese.
I'm calling him her. It's crucial for them.
That's why we study peace builders and obviously use the Alliance360 to spread this message. For us peace builders, it's an essential tool. So we'll also talk a bit about the Ministry of the Order of Life. Everyone, ultimately, who wants or would be.
If he has different connections between the families there, I could even...
Everyone can be an enemy in this ministry. But these are people who believe in truth, peace, and love, happiness, friendship, that stuff. So it's important to understand that well. I would also like to spy on myself. We do get paid to publish somewhere because we share the revenue in a collaborative economy. So when we tell people we can spread messages of peace,
it's not just for the sake of peace.
because firstly, when we spread the word, we reach groups, serious people, people who want to work, people who also want peace. It's not just Africa that has wars. I'm telling you, they happen all over the world.
It's not just a plot, but indeed it's serious too, okay? So this message here was crucial for us. That's why we got to move
We've
fast.
actually got a magazine. So let me give you an example. The guy isn't on the line today, but there's a little Matthew who started giving fart
With
massages
them,
for a buck.
The volt.
So
With $0, he made it. The system is very permissive. Tony could talk about it in a bit, about how it works.
with the most popular ones who have no money,
The system is quite permissive when it comes to paying for subscriptions.
I couldn't accept you at different times.
So when we work, the beer system rewards us in a funny way. For those who have already done network marketing, and I'm thinking of my friend Francois Santaldaise, I just want to say that it's nothing alike. We use network marketing to reach friends or stuff like that, but we at Alliance 360, when the office recruits someone, well, everyone gets rewarded. Everyone, without exception, who are qualified, of course, okay? But I would say the large majority benefit. It rewards everyone. And what we're doing right now.
I feel like it's too simple.
360, we couldn't follow it last week. A cooperative called Permakam. It was really extraordinary. The 360 Alliance, obviously,
Is highly rewarded.
we discussed it because he's not just another
Whoa,
guy.
here we go.
He's also a mathematician on our team.
Scooter time.
You're making our toy because it's not just a toy, it's something important.
It needs to be put in the hands of serious people because it's truly extraordinary. It's a social network similar to Facebook.
We might even look better than Facebook someday, I hope so, but
And
we
similar.
are. The only difference is that we share our revenue easily. And when we talk about the alliance, there's no one bigger than the alliance.
Nobody. Come back.
The position that was posted, it's the alliance. The alliance is everyone.
So that's
In a way,
that's all I want to
It's
say.
business. And when we share revenue, it's even more about business. So, of course, the people who started, who were there in August, obviously, Tony might be able to elaborate. I don't want to challenge him. I don't want to bring out numbers here, Tony, but it's for sure.
you might freak people out a bit, but what I really want to tell you in all of this is the love story. Okay?
Money is one thing.
Okay.
Even if our business is doing well, even if it's doing well.
Yes, so, but
Above all, when we do things with the heart, well, all the people who have heart come with us. When someone brings you money makers, you attract people who may not be how you'd like. It's kind of like the law of attraction that says you attract what you want. I mean, you get what I mean? That's kind of it.
the Together group for the future. That's about it. For the
The
future.
peacekeepers, of course, are clients of Alliance 360 in a way. They are clients and entrepreneurs at the same time. It's a bit of both. They wear both hats.
Yes.
They are clients who are going to make money. So they are good clients. Someone will tell me If you listen to the launch of our first cooperative on Vracum, company number 2, because we had another one, I won't forget it, I'll stop completely forgetting. We also have a DSM Agro Business Company, which is sponsored and chaired by Diana Sumila and Diara, obviously, who is online, always behind the scenes at DSM, working very hard. We never hear about her. But Diara, I want to thank you for all the work you've done for DSM Agro Business.
Come on.
We always put the spotlight on Diara, but today
To get there,
you are the beautiful face, and I am very happy. This is our #1 company that we launched. It's going very well. We've done some great things in a few months. We're talking about an old bean sector that's being developed. Soon, we'll have a lot of chickens and drop-ins in general farming. We're talking about a beautiful project that's on the right track to success. I wish you a nice end of the day.
the copy
It's
is messed
also
up.
company number 2, which was organized. Well, the organized part, I call it the organized part, the spokesperson of the cooperative, Mr. Fortin. Mr. Fortin, I think he was happy with the success we had. Let me think so. And Mr. Fortin, then I invite you
Let's do
again.
it.
Oh, there he is, Mr. Fortin, the
Right,
patriarch, the patriarch. So, Mr. Fortin, I think we were very well equipped.
See, it's you in a bit.
I mean, we all have the same mission, whether it's in Burkina Faso or in Cameroon. It's known for everything. We share income. Even me, I'm in Canada and I'm not much of a farmer. Honestly, I don't have a green thumb, as they say. But on the other hand, I'm glad I have Dayarans and Alegres and Dayodogs to take care of my chickens, because I wouldn't be able to do it myself. So I'm good at other things, but not this.
Oh, goodbye.
So all that to say that what's happening, what's about to happen in the Congo in the coming weeks, what's going to happen in Togo with the real Edukuju I see on the show.
Good evening.
What's going to happen in Benin? I won't forget Benin because they've already started. I won't forget it because it's in Cote d'Ivoire. There are some great projects coming up. Stay tuned, because there's a collaborative economy where revenue is shared across
Goodbye,
several
everyone.
countries.
I had the
It's going
honor of
well and it's fun, okay? The 360 wireless, there is a machine to propel people, companies, and we're going to bet on the right horses because we know them, the ones who advance the cooperative or advance the alliance or advance Burkina Faso or advance Rene from the OMG DESCO, and also Joe from the west of the world. It's certain that we are talking about people. I mean, these are exceptional projects. They have done exceptional things up to now. So we will continue to support them by developing the distribution network. When you say distribution network, as I mentioned earlier, I have good partners. Mark Poye, Trading Containers, there's no one better. So let me tell you, I didn't say enough about Mark Poye earlier. There's a product, an original product, I'm telling you, a small bag with a surprise pocket collar.
On that note,
He's a good contact. We're part of the team. We're together. Mark, I'm not going to make you put your phone down, but still, it's important to know that you have exceptional skills for these products and stuff. That's what I wanted to say today, that everyone can work together. And I'd like to, last week, people told me, look, you sold shares at $1,500, but I can't afford it. I can't afford to buy that. Okay, I can't afford it.
I'll show you how they get there.
I'll show you how to get there. The only way to get there, the beautiful way, is the 360 Club station. And when you grow up in it, well, you never look back. because sometimes you've got wood. It's very profitable. The 360 station is very rewarding.
See, you got it there.
Sometimes you'll have fewer projects. You'll say, no, I'm staying with Alliance 360 and promoting it. But because it's certain, when you master Alliance 360, I'm telling you, it's something exceptional. There are some great projects coming up. I don't want to spill the beans when we restart those projects, but they are coming. Those who were with the men, you found out last week, Tony Macchioli, I surprised him. I said, pick a number between 20 and 54. He picked 55 and chose 54. So I said, Tony Macchioli.
This is going to be the 54th company we start.
And Mark Poyer, I went to 33rd. You know the skills of those two guys. You know the skills, then Tony Macchioli will cook up some magic. I'm convinced, and not to put any pressure, Tony Macchioli. But I know very well that everything will work out well. I'm not asking for any numbers today.
I won't do it. I sneak around, I evaluate.
Wolf, I won't be. So we'll wait until the end of the month. And the next day I'll have a number. Just to make sure I feel like getting to know myself. Forget about it. It's a bit deciding. The administration committee, let me tell you, sometimes we might not agree. We might go towards a Dow, maybe to the nest, to have community members vote and say, there the three judges didn't agree, so vote for the Valorite. It's just an idea. It's ideas like this. We see the warning signs, we see the needs. We realize that the stronger we are, the more involved the members are. I have a knack for getting the most out of everything from everybody. Maybe it's my strength, right? Because maybe people say, look, yeah, but what is your strength? Look, I would call it an asset manager or an asset amplifier. Asset management in English. For those who know asset management, well, I can amplify that in my own way. I'm pretty much alone in the desert with my ability, but I exploit it 100%. And the more I shed light on people, obviously it makes us, we will become like warriors of light. Somehow, all together, we're stronger. So the light, it brings publicity, and publicity pays. So speaking of publicity, I'm Edel Martin. I'm proud to be here today, RGMP.
1, 2, 3, 4, good taste.
I have a message for you. Don't worry, my dear friend Edel Martin.
And that was it.
This is the Alliance 60. We're a group of friends. Or future friends, future allies. Allies are important. So when we're together, we go further and dare to go beyond. Because today I feel confident. I feel confident, you know. I talked about it in a game thing before the arrangement, but I'm going to say it.
Today, here, I know I have an amazing team behind me.
So I can allow myself to dream on my own. So like, I sometimes see people sitting on a gold mine and they don't see it. And I can show them, hey, you're a gold mine. Let me tell you why. Then I could describe each of the men today. I have the ability to see it. It's not an asset, you're not just working for Rene Investment or Mark Poyer Investment or for Tony. To me, these are allies. And it gives me power in such times.
See you soon.
You shouldn't be amused. But for the accomplishment we've created, I can tell you one thing. Sign up to our friend Amara Kamara's referral link
It's good. You can
and come to our zones, okay?
goodbye.
Come to our zones and you'll appreciate the whole environment that Amara Kamara has created. Because what we have in the New Capabilities Alliance, we share it. We don't just share the cash. We share knowledge, training, and show you how to increase the value of what you own. And people tell me I own nothing. That's not true. It's not true that I own nothing in life. Okay.
Whatever, as if you've got guts, you've really got heart.
And for world peace, well, it's for peace, you know. It's funny, these games, you know. I talked a lot about the alliance, you know, but peace.
You don't know why it's not okay to call. They are going to figure it out.
Very quickly, be really present in all the areas I cover. When I invite you to be private, it's for a reason. When I invite you to be private, to say, look, not everyone is invited. Today I didn't invite everyone. I invited a few people. Because it's not that. No, it's important. Here, I'm also talking about Francoise. I wanted her to be here today. Hey, these are beautiful paintings, Captain Francoise.
Goodbye.
Them, you have a nice painting behind you.
Yeah, and yeah. it's
Goodbye.
smart.
Oh, but that's very talented.
Smarty, I'm an artist.
Oh, but aren't you just a networker?
You see, the window that you see, it's a painting.
Wow, hey,
That's it, that's all.
listen, I appreciate art, but I'm really bad at drawing. I truly admire art.
So these are lines.
Since you're an
and they're-
artist, let's get into it. Maybe you need to be number 6 or 7. We don't know, Francoise, but hey, since we have you here, show us some of your paintings, will you?
Oh, wait.
Thanks a lot.
So maybe you can see them well.
Yeah, we saw it well, yeah. It's nice, very nice, yeah, Francois.
Hold
Me,
on,
yes.
I'll unplug for a sec.
Yeah, no problem, wait. We're excited to know the talent hidden behind Francois.
Wow. Awesome. You're the one doing
Goodbye.
this.
All right, we still have the montage.
Oh, it's very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Hey, you look like a real nut. That's
All right,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Oh, well, that's nice, Francois. Listen, I would have liked to give you a number today, but I said I wouldn't give any today. But you have some very beautiful paintings that could be interesting to many people.
That was very pleasant.
So thank you, Francois, for sharing those beautiful paintings and your passionate artist talent with us. I didn't know about it. It was random, so it makes for a great show.
Our action.
So it makes for a
There's no
great
one
show.
who-
Yes, well,
And
obviously
I want
with
to
the
keep
weather.
going.
Yes, it makes me feel alive.
I really want to keep going and get back into it and let myself go with painting.
Well done. Listen. The 360 Alliance, I won't swear it.
Thanks a lot. It's going well.
I've been
Welcome.
to conventions. I've attended international conventions.
Wow. Listen, Francois, I'm not going to
I've been
tell you the
awarded.
future of
That's
the
it.
Alliance
I've got little
Croix
medals in my cabinet.
because it's a long road.
There are little medals. That's it.
I'm not
Just
going to
like
tell
I
you a
did.
spell because I'm not giving you a date for the Alliance Croix network platform because there will be a marketplace. They're saying it now. We can say there will be a marketplace to share with the IBA, all that.
All right. It's
People, by December, we're going to give ourselves some luxury because there's a lot of work, Tony. We're giving ourselves until December for maybe the marketplace. Look, maybe January. We're not playing with
it's
dates.
midnight. I'll show you the action.
Yeah, I need to gather the information.
All right, we'll be back.
So the idea you saw, Francois Azov. He's an Azov from
serious?
another Lausanne who.
It's not vanity. It's just a reward for the work. You could say there's a gold medal and a silver medal, which is done, which is true. 2 silver medals and 1 gold medal.
Well, Francois told me so.
There
You
you go, there
might
you
have
go.
had a rough morning, but wow.
So yeah, it seems we've been recognized.
Yes,
I
you
have
are awesome,
paintings.
Francois.
One went to Russia, others went elsewhere. Well, they're everywhere.
Well, that's good. That's good, Francois. I want to explain to people about the Alliance 360. You see a concept that Francoise Maldes this morning. I don't know if it's afternoon. She has products. Okay, the future marketplace, I give you permission to place those products here. That's right. That's the product. And people will be able to get paid.
For more lines, all right, post it now.
It's a win that's happening here. It's everyone reestablishing a flow of strength. The Alliance is always making money because the Alliance,
All the transactions.
we
You know,
should
look, you have to be
definitely
sensitive to
share the
art.
fruits of this complex.
Some people are sensitive to art, others are not. And I understand
Have a
everyone.
good evening.
That's a good example, Francoise. So to continue a bit on the type of strength we can have, we need technology. Technology is our ferocious IT team. There are other people who will focus on that team. Obviously, before always marrying several people, it takes some time. It takes some time. It's like an old coat. There aren't many of us. We have to be careful. It's like 2 coats in the same balance. We really need to work together and patiently
And then
to arrive
And I
to
wanted
succeed.
to feel the material and touch the earth.
yeah,
I made some small
yeah.
things. You might laugh because they're not very pretty. But it shows that when you want to make something, you can make something.
Let's go see what's the best. Let's go
I'd
see
like
what's
to
the
hear
best.
from the talent in Benin. Francois, if you could have a community in Benin that will support you in your dreams. But all this to say, today, I'm going to give the floor to Tony Macchioli just to explain how he.
They're a bunch
After all,
of
it's the most
thinkers,
beautiful
not
and
a
the most
bank.
wonderful thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited.
I made a siren.
Very well.
Francois, I can't see if it's. Francois, I'm going to move on to another file because time has been cut short. I don't want to stay more than
See
another
you next
10
time.
minutes in the meeting. And I wanted to give the floor to Tony Mazzoli and Marc Poirier. I want to hear Tony Mazzoli's vision on Alliance 360, how he feels about it, how he controls himself, how he sees that he is also a peacemaker, Tony, because he is a first-rate peacemaker, but how does he live the easy life with the materialistic tools of the assembly?
Thanks, Luke.
Can you hear me well?
Yes, perfect. They talked a lot about us, Luke, meaning me, Mark, and others. And I have this quality that I see in you too. It's the heart, okay? So it's important to keep the spokesperson mainly because of the heart. And I see that a lot of people are really interested when you talk that way. And maybe I have a slightly more detailed approach. Okay. Because everything we undertake has to be structured. It has to follow the laws or regulations set by the authorities. Otherwise, what's the point, right? So actually, Mark and I have been focusing a lot on the contract details with ASA for the past 2 weeks. It's important.
Okay.
This is the first question where we really expect all the details. Alan doesn't even know yet what we're going to discuss with him, but we're sure we agree on the big picture. Beyond the big picture, you need to get into details because life will take us to many places. There can be some misunderstandings when working on a project. You need to know what to expect, and then so what we can say about the shop, let's say, that's also a project, because to define the alliance and even to clarify, the alliance is a registered company in the United States. And even if it is currently managed by 3 people mainly, it is in the United States because it is global, it is worldwide, this company. So why not in the United States? It's close to Canada where we are. They have the currency we want to use. We could have used the euro, but the USD and the euro are 2 of the strongest currencies, so it was a choice between the 2. We went with USD. But it doesn't matter that much because we will always convert the received funds into the necessary currency. The projects are for the whole world, so the alliance aims to have the entire world as a potential client. And that's pretty much it. So it's well described when Luke talks about it. We are here to propel. We are here to help. So we position ourselves as a company with a mission to help.
Have a nice
Goodbye. Creating the structure for our companies that will partner. So our companies and the individuals who join the alliance. But I can maybe describe it in 3 points. So the alliance, when you sign up for the alliance, you're actually a guest. It's free. You come to see what's happening with the alliance on our unique network.
That's good.
And individuals in there, some will say, oh, I like this principle. I don't have a business to get funded, but I would like to talk about it because I think it's a good idea. So this member will take on, let's say, a role in the alliance saying, well, I will talk about it, growing the alliance. And then, well, she was saying, we're not an MLM, but actually we don't use anything known from MLM companies. But our main goal isn't to create the best MLM in the world. That's not it. The goal is to help businesses when there's a need that's not met by banks, other investors, and other means. And we're not just talking about money. We're talking about support too. Support, like what is IT for a business that works in agriculture, that so many farmers, people don't know IT, but it can be necessary for the proper running of a farm business. So there are things that aren't important to the person running a business, but it's, as they say, a necessary evil. You have to do accounting, pay taxes, blah, blah. So all the IT stuff, all the advice we can give. The alliance is here for us. An annoyance. It's our product.
All right.
It's our service that we sell. So I'm coming back to the members who don't have a business, but they talk about it, because by talking about the alliance somewhere along the line, a new member will come with an entrepreneurial spirit, wanting to be part of the entrepreneurial alliance. It could be you, Francoise, who wants to start your business, whatever it is. The platform we've created within the alliance allows you to describe and showcase your project. So you see, the idea is that the alliance is its members. Luke, Mark, and I, we're here. I'd even say at the beginning, it's us running the show at the moment. We're the ones executing, but we won't be alone for many more months, someday even. Again, Luke mentioned DAO. Okay, that's a term that really no one knows, or almost, and it's driven by a new technology that's becoming, I would say, more and more popular. It's blockchain technology and the idea of having decentralized companies. Okay, so now it's very complete, but we want to go there, and one day we'll be 100% like that, which means Mark and Tony won't be the bosses of the alliance. They'll be like you, people who vote.
There, you're burning your fists on your nose
I'm
there.
getting ahead of myself, but you mentioned they are all
Yeah,
decentralized,
I know,
autonomous.
but I didn't think you'd point it
I'll
out.
stop here then.
Last question, Tony. Tony Mazzoli and peace. A vote for peace,
Yes.
Tony.
I would say it's because I am trained as an engineer. I have been programming for 40 years. I have a bit of an average mindset, okay, me, because don't forget, in Canada, at least for me, I have all sorts of war problems, okay, but I understand in a lot of places it's not the same. We have to do it. But I can tell you that in my mind, there's a link between helping businesses create wealth in communities that don't have wealth, and how this activity, if you will, can help towards peace, because countries with more wealth have fewer problems. Because when you lack resources, you look for ways to acquire wealth, and it's not always in a
And there you go.
positive
Right,
way.
because I don't have much time left. I'd like to finish this in maybe the next 10 minutes. Mr. Mark Poirier, always Mark.
All right, let's go.
Okay, handsome Mark is here. I'd like something similar, Tony. I want you to explain why Alliance 360. Not saying I influenced you, but tell me how you see alliance360.club, and also a message of peace from Mark Poirier.
There are times I've seen, not just in the continent of Africa, in several countries,
Thanks.
but
Goodbye.
This is marriage.
Good day.
in Belgium a few hours ago. I was in Belgium. I know the spark.
That it vibrates a lot. It's the first time I've heard that. The first time I've heard that.
Careful, Mark, we're going to cut off the mic.
It's the first time I've heard that.
Mute your mics. It works out really well for you, please. Just leave the mic on, Mark.
That's what I was going to tell you.
This is the last time I'm telling you
From
this.
the worst things. Thank
This
you
is
very
the first
much.
time I've seen a team mess up during quality control.
We need to move now.
I just wanted to say, Mark, if you can come closer, we'll hear you better with all the noise.
I think that was all. I think that was all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm really mature. I'm really mature.
So, what was I saying? I've traveled to several countries in Africa. I've done business with almost every country in Africa, in India, in Asia. I know poverty. I've seen it before. I understand why Alliance 360 is great. It will help the world. And we don't talk about it enough. We talk about the projects. The projects, yes, they are good, because it's a project we do together with Africans or other people who make an agreement with the Alliance to generate money that will be shared among everyone. So the subscription, even if it's free, it's important for everyone to join Alliance 360. 2 or 3 months ago, we had people who registered with Alliance 360 for free. They already made money, and that money paid for their package in Alliance Club. There's money to be made. In Africa, I know my brothers and sisters there in Africa. $100 can make a huge difference in someone's life there in Africa. $100 a month, okay? And Alliance Club is here to get that money to everyone. So there are people who are in situations of vulnerability or financial trouble, things like that. It's not just for big projects like Kamale aiming to make millions of dollars, or Burkina Faso aiming to make millions of dollars. The money is there to help people, everyone. So it's very, very important for you to sign up your friends, your brothers, your sisters, your family, everyone you know, even if it's free. The day will come when money is paid. He'll be surprised. He'll be very, very surprised. There's nothing on this planet that you sign up for free and end up making money. If there is something, I invite you to send me messages after the meeting to tell me what it is, because I think this is the only place we have something like that. So I'm here to manage projects, work with people. We can work even with $100, $200, $300, $500. It can be a project. We don't need to do big things. If the guy succeeds with us, we will grow with him. Then it could happen that he becomes another Alan Fortin or another Diana Somalia, who now has up to 400 actors. But the guy started with us with 0. We took a chance, and now the guy is really good in life. And he's sharing with 8,000 women and his NG.
DK.
Sometimes we give courses on rice, like tons of rice to everyone, to all the villages. Stay tuned to help the vulnerable, the orphans, the women, all sorts of things. We're here to share with everyone. We're not here for just one project. No, we will, like Luke said, we will have 50, 100 projects around the world, maybe in your country. If we see that you are responsible, that you are honest, you can work with us. We will take chances with you. We will start with your small things. After that, we will speed things up. We will start sending products. After that, we will send containers.
You can start.
You don't need to be that to make money in the Alliance. You can be just a member, refer people, sign people up, and you'll make money. You can manage to make $25, $50, $100 a month, $200, $300 a month. That helps a lot. Even here, $300 pays for something for everyone, anywhere in the world.
Absolutely, Mark. Just because I had to leave for a few seconds. Sorry. And time is really short. And well, I wanted to talk about someone who is always in the shadows. Well, not in the shadows. He's not in the shadows. But I'll give you a bit of light on him today. Kino Walker. Kino. Listen, he's sort of a consultant for me. A consultant every night. We get really into deep discussions, very philosophical, but very technical on many forms. Kino is very useful. Yes, he's a big Canadian networker.
And it's also like family to us. It's just too much.
He's a friend. He's a friend who's been around for 30 years. Yes, that's true, Mark. He's a friend who's been around for 30 years. And even if he snubbed us and moved to Toronto, he's still a friend. So, Kino, are you on the line, Kino?
It's your turn to
Well, Kino, he's really old.
Thank you for this presentation, Monique.
Yeah, but Kino, it's because everyone came in like a real snacker, but dangerous for you because it's Kino and
That's most of the time. That's most of the time.
Charles is a great friend, and he's quite appreciated in the Alliance Club. He shares very good ideas with us, and sometimes he points things out. He's very, very essential to the Alliance Club with us. Absolutely. Thanks.
Exactly. And then I would like him
Thanks,
at some point, because we've talked a lot, technically, about the things, and the matrices, and here, and those. And then it's soon the matter, soon one of the matters. And okay, It's fine. We argue sometimes that we argue at night, I will tell you. And that from the heart, we argue about twice a week. But you know, what brings us together is friendship and heart and peace. So as a consultant, we are all consultants in struggle. I'd like it when you talk to me about technique, networking, and stuff like that.
With the Alliance team.
I want you to talk to me. Excuse me, Kino. But I want you to talk to me about messages of peace too. Because I have people like Rene here, like the Dukuho, like the Congolese, Mr. and Albertine, whom you all do not like me. But peace is important today. And I'd like to know that, you know, we all know all your consulting abilities for the Alliance are here. And Tony explained things well earlier. So I'd like you to give a message of peace to everyone today.
Thank you, Luke. Thanks, Mark. So thanks to everyone. I think peace is all we need. Without peace, we can't achieve much, and we won't talk about opposition since what's on the other side. So peace ensures that everyone comes together. Everyone gathers. Things are going well. The environments are very good. Then the world can work. And then it can help families and individuals. Because the economy, we must not forget this economy. Everything we touch is connected with the economy. The economy, finance, helping people get through all these stories, that's really important. Peace. So everyone gets together, and that's what matters today. Alliance 360,
Thanks.
with all the third parties, does everything necessary for us to get through this, to achieve our goals. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you, Kino Walker. That's a good word. And listen, I think you see the team. I'm not alone. That's what I want to tell you. When she's going to rely on it, when she's going to trust it, I have solid guys with me. And I find solid guys every day in the Alliance, fantastic people. And now, to finish, and it's true now because we're done, I have the patriarch, Alain Fortin. Are you still there, Alain? Alain Fortin?
That's it. Thanks. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm going to put a guy on blast because it was great and everyone needed to see it. And then I don't want you to do this promotion to push my stuff because we're going to do a lot of it tomorrow. We're inviting everyone to come tomorrow if you want, to the guys there. So tomorrow, let's go.
So 10 a.m. Canadian time, which makes it 4 p.m. in Paris, 3 p.m. in Cameroon. And as for the rest, figure it out yourselves.
I say, for example, you can have the best supervisor possible, but try to stop the engineer regarding Quebec. Go to Google, Quebec, Tunisia, Quebec, Berlin, Quebec. Try to do this little task because it's not easy to find all the oral guns of all the Alliance members. It's really not easy to point them out. But Sir Patriarch, have a good night. Thank you and see you soon. My longtime friends, thank you for the nice shirt. Thank you for the nice shirt, Alan. So I want to ask you, again, as I asked Tony, Mark Kuno, I would really like you to talk a bit about peace, a message of peace for the Congolese, for the patients who are with us. What does peace mean to you? Once again, I'm asking you, peace? I know we need to talk about farming stuff, eating is important, but there's a message of hope, a challenge. We need to share a positive message as seers and farmers.
Of the Alliance.
All right. So listen, you know very well that I mainly focus on agriculture within our project. But I would say that anyone who eats properly, who doesn't have any trouble eating.
I don't see why she would start a fight with the neighbor.
You understand?
That's wise, very wise, Mr. Levoy. Yeah, Mr. Portin, very wise. With these fine words, we invite everyone to come tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a
Crap,
different
crap.
training, a different kind of training. You will be able to see that people, now you might say there is no money for this, but the alliance, when you shine in the alliance, you will be able to do what others will do tomorrow. Everything is
There's already a small piece of
accessible to
paper in the glass, I think.
everyone. So thanks to everyone. I hear we need to stop the recording and we'll move on to a question period if you wish. For the benefit of the people on Zoom, we will answer some questions and then just stop the recording, or I can do it myself.
That's what I want to think.